Had the opportunity to speak with Burlington's Mayor Marianne Meed earlier this afternoon, covering a wide range of topics. Let's take a look. Mayor Meed, thank you so much for joining us here again on Halton News. Always great to see you.
Great to see you.
I know we were just out together yesterday, actually, as you were part of the announcement for Hollow Oaks Preserve being
Mm,
part of the Bruce Trail. And we had the chance to talk about how important it is to preserve nature, which is also what the city is trying to do with the tree planting initiative. So I thought you could
mhm.
explain that to our viewers.
Absolutely. So we have the benefit of having so many old trees in our city, old big trees that provide incredible canopy, especially in south parts of Burlington. However, a lot of those trees are coming to end of life. And so what our staff have discovered is that they are having to take down more trees than they can currently plant. So we're falling a little behind in our tree canopy. And we've also discovered that some of our free tree giveaways for the community, we've been doing this for a couple of years now, very oversubscribed, very popular. And that's awesome too, because we want people to plant trees on their own property. So staff came forward with a report at committee this week to ask for some additional resources from one of our reserves that when you take a tree down, we collect fees and it goes into those reserves to enhance their tree planting so that we can get closer to that 1-to-1. So council approved that. We'll have the final approval next week, but it's great news that we're really trying to keep up and maintain and really grow that canopy.
And this is also working towards climate mitigation, right?
Well, every time you plant a tree, it has a cooling effect. It absorbs stormwater. It's, of course, beautiful. It provides a lot of work that your air conditioner doesn't have to do, that your sewers don't have to do if you have enough trees. And so we're aiming to increase our canopy year over year. We've set a pretty aggressive target. And so this will go in the service of that. We want to get that canopy really across the city.
Well, speaking of the rainfall and the sewage and all of that, this has been a very strange spring weather-wise, but we
Mhm.
know there's more rain to come, and with that comes fears of more flooding. So can you speak to what the city is doing to help with that?
Absolutely. We know with a changing climate, our weather will get wetter, wilder, warmer. We've seen that with storms that really are not supposed to happen except every 100 years or so, happening very frequently in the city of Burlington and our residents being flooded. And so we have invested heavily over a number of years, really dating back to the 2014 flood in measures to improve our stormwater management. And this year, that amount is $5 million. It will go to three different creek projects that are really intended to dig creeks deeper and wider and stabilize them so that water can pass through. And we did that work after the 2014 flood. When we had the most recent flood in the city of Burlington, that worked wonders. So those homes were quite protected. So that's one thing. We also last year enhanced some grant money to folks who have the unfortunate experience of being flooded. We'll give them a little bit of a hand. You can get some grant funding through Halton Region for backflow valves to protect your home. So there's a number of measures that we're trying to do to help residents and also inform people how they can be more flood resilient.
And something else that's always top of mind is the housing crisis, of course. So can you tell me about the Healthy Cities grant that Burlington is part of?
Absolutely. So our staff applied for a Healthy Cities grant through 880 Cities organization in Toronto and funded through the Canadian Institute of Health Research. And what they found is that there's a direct connection between mental, physical health and well-being, social health and well-being, and how you plan and design your communities, including housing. So we applied for a grant. We were part of very few folks selected for a study tour in Helsinki where they have virtually eliminated homelessness. And they've done it through mandating a percentage of housing being affordable or assisted. They've built government assistant rent geared to income housing with supportive services. So for those folks who need mental health or addiction services, they have that. And they went from about 20,000 people homeless about 20 years ago to they're going to eliminate family homelessness, and they're down to a very small number this year, and they expect to eliminate it by the end of this year. So there is a way with a will, and it's not rocket science. People that need housing, we need to build more housing of all types on that continuum, and the city has a role to play in that. So we're bringing those learnings back. There'll be more for council and the community to learn about those findings.
Well, I look forward to hearing more on that. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us. We look forward to seeing you back here on Halton News next week.
Thanks a lot, Jessica.